Hello and welcome to Earth Echoes with Amber Fields. I'm here today to say a few things about Jason's recent predicament with Facebook and also to read a letter to all of his supporters and followers that Jason sent me to read today. So I wanted to just start by saying that I've seen Jason grow his following from nothing, and through very hard work, he's gotten a lot of people drawn to his work. And I first started following him when he was posting his stuff on Facebook only in the Ancient Order of the Hermetics group. And he was blocked from that group after he spoke out against the creator of that page for using his influence and power inappropriately. And so that was unfortunate because I know that he got a lot of followers and had a lot of traction there, and it was kind of lost, and he got slowed down with his popularity when he was blocked from that page. And so he then started posting all of his work on his personal Facebook page and had grown that from next to nothing up to 10,000 followers recently. And over the last few weeks, he had just grown exponentially, gaining some days like thousands of supporters. And so I believe that that's part of the reason why he was blocked from Facebook, was because of what he writes about and because he was gaining a lot of traction. And so for those of you that are still on Facebook, another friend of Jason's and myself created a Facebook page today titled Friends of Writer Jason Gray. And so I'll be posting any messages from Jason there, and we will also be sharing older writings of Jason's that we have saved. Also, we'll be doing recordings of his work, reading his writings. So if you're interested in continuing to see Jason's work on Facebook, please do find that page, Friends of Writer Jason Gray. And I think that that will really help a lot of people who were following him on Facebook find him on X now, because that is ultimately where Jason wants us to find him now. Jason Gray at Living Lattice on X. So with that, I will read the letter from Jason. To all of you who followed me, shared my work, supported my writing, and allowed my words into your life, to my friends in Canada, the USA, and across the world. The truth of what has happened with my Facebook account goes far deeper than a simple login issue or forgotten password. This has been a full-scale lockout, a shutdown, a silencing, without warning, without explanation, and without a single human response from the company responsible. It is not just me that has experiences like this. With Meta or Facebook, it is an issue that must be addressed. I want you to understand something clearly. I did everything, and I mean everything, Meta has offered as a recovery method. Here is the part Facebook does not want anyone to talk about. Their support system is a facade. Their recovery pages are a maze with no exit. Their appeals are nothing but empty forms that go into the void. Their verification methods often send codes to phone numbers you cannot access or emails they claim do not exist. I followed every path they told me to. Every one. The password reset links, the identifying myself pages, the appeals, the ID upload, the recovery email, the recovery phone number, the support inbox, the contact us forums, the business help center, the support messaging, even alternative routes buried deep in the help portal. Every single time the funnel led to a dead end. Every path was a circle. Every option was a complete and total lie. Meta, one of the richest companies on earth, controlling billions of people's lives and memories, has no human support, no contact line, and no functioning recovery system when something goes wrong. This is not incompetence. This is the deliberate design that many of my writings indirectly alluded to or directly exposed. Here's where the damage becomes real. This is not just about losing a page. This is not just about losing a profile. This is about losing memories Facebook convinced us to store on their platform, memories we trusted them with, memories they now hold hostage behind a locked login screen. Inside that account were priceless conversations, messages with many of you, the people who have walked beside me, messages with my children, moments, jokes, words that will never be said the same way again, and messages with my little brother who passed away just over 3 years ago. Those conversations were not posts. They were not data. They were pieces of a life, pieces of a heart, pieces of a soul. And now Meta and Facebook hold them. Caged behind a login I cannot break through, guarded by a system with zero transparency and zero accountability. That is the true face of Facebook. A corporation that has no relationship with the humans who use it, not even when those humans lose irreplaceable memories, not even when those humans ask for help, not even when entire accounts are hijacked, compromised, or erased. Facebook is not a community. Facebook is a machine. A machine that expects from you but gives nothing back. A machine built to harvest your data, your time, your emotional investment, and yet offers no human assistance when something catastrophic happens. They silenced me without warning. They locked me out without explanation, and they left me with no path forward. To those who have stayed, kept reading, kept searching for my words, you kept this connection alive, and I am very, very grateful for that. You are the real reason I am reaching out today. I know many of you are unsure about moving to a new platform, as I was. X looks different. It feels unfamiliar. It is outside the comfort zone Facebook has built around people for years. Yet, here is yet another truth. Facebook is not a safe or reliable place for creators. It is not a safe place for truth. It is not a platform that cares about the people who use it. It is not a platform that protects your memories or your legacy. It is a corporation that decides who gets heard and who gets erased. X is far from perfect, but it does not silence me. It does not bury my words behind invisible walls. On X, I can speak freely. On X, I can continue my writing without being shut down. On X, I can rebuild everything Facebook tried to destroy, and rest assured, I will, bigger than ever before. So this is my invitation, spoken honestly, respectfully, and with full gratitude for every one of you. If my writing has ever touched you, if anything I said ever opened your eyes, if you ever found strength, clarity, resonance, or awakening in my work, if you ever believed in the truth we were uncovering together, then come join me where the work continues, not behind walls, not behind censorship, not behind silent corporate control, but in a place where the truth can breathe again. You'll find me on X, Jason Gray at Living Lattice. I will be there, writing freely, speaking openly, and continuing everything Facebook tried to shut down. I hope deeply and sincerely that you will continue to walk with me on this journey. Jason Gray. Just a very difficult situation for Jason, and I have a lot of compassion for what he's going through with that. And there's a lot of truth in his words there. For me, last spring, when I started recording readings of Jason's work and was spending more time on Facebook and posting more stuff, I somehow clicked on a bad link and was scammed and Luckily, it didn't lead to anything too terrible for me, but my information was definitely compromised. And for better or worse, my identity had already been stolen. And so those numbers were already out there floating around. But to me, it just speaks to how unjust Facebook is, that they're going after honest people and doing wrong things to honest people and then not being accountable at all. And yet they're letting these really horrible people and predators roam freely and commit crimes on their platform. And it's just absolutely unacceptable. So I don't know. I've joined X, and maybe I'll slowly start using that platform more and more over Facebook. But I do hope that you guys find Jason on X and support him. He has just so freely given so much of his energy and his heart and helped so many people with his words. So he definitely deserves to keep his following and continue to grow it. So thank you for being here with me today.